Hi Scrubs, I hope you're well.
Hello, you awesome people.
Hello, Starfem.
And welcome to Soul Riders Podcast, our second episode. And first of all, we want to say thank you all for the great response we got. I mean, I think I'm not the only one that said that we were quite nervous, and now we're really happy.
Yeah.
We're very happy. So we are continuing, and we are now also sort of doing what we planned from the start. Now we also have a guest, and our first guest is Renee Bluebridge. Yay!
Welcome.
Hi guys, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. So first off, Renee, tell us who you are.
Well, on the Star Stable, I'm known as Renee Bluebridge, and I play on the Swedish Star server, and I've been playing since 2012. And you can find me on YouTube as well, Northena, which I've been making videos for, what is it, like 5 years now, I think? God, time flies.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so, but you also have an Instagram? Or did I miss that?
Oh no, yes I do. Where you can find me on Instagram as Renee Bluebridge, I think it is.
Yay!
I don't even know what I'm called, but yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, that happens to everyone. It's okay.
Yes.
So yay, we are very happy that you joined us and that you are now our first guest. I hope you will find it fun and can then recommend us to others, like a reference.
Oh yes.
No. So first up, everyone, what have we all been up to in August since we only do this once a month? I mean, what has everyone been up to? TC, what have you been doing?
I honestly don't know.
Oh.
Well, actually, I have had the odd club event. I've done a couple of things mostly along those lines. Mostly doing videos on the updates, and that I've been trying to do that this month as well, because there's sometimes, like, if there's an update that comes out and I'm just like, oh, you know, there's nothing, like, I'm, like, really super excited about, but there's nothing, like, you know, I'm too bothered about it, usually not, but I've decided this month that I would try and do that a little bit more to kind of see everything a bit more and get an overall look at everything, which has been interesting, because actually there's been quite a few things this month that I've found quite interesting, but yeah, mostly just club stuff and trying to train my pony, which has been interesting. So yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's basically what I've been up to.
Oh. Okay. Cici, what have you been up to?
Well, our club Comet Talks has finally started up after a summer break, so I'm really happy to, you know, I've been on some events again. Feels lovely. And I've also been trying to train my horses. I have 21 to train. So,
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I have issues.
What? I guess this episode will be great for you.
Yeah, I need help.
It's a bit more than an issue.
Yeah, I guess. So yeah, I've been trying to train. It hasn't really been that good, but I try. So yeah, that's what I have been up to.
Okay, and Renee?
But it's been really dead, to say the least. I haven't been barely doing anything. Like, the only thing I've been doing is training one of my horses, but also I'm in the middle of changing computer to a real gaming computer. I've been using my laptop for basically all my life. So
Congratulations!
So I'm in the middle of, like, moving, quotation marks, so I have been busy.
It's the worst, actually. I hate getting new computers. It's so much work.
Yeah.
It is.
The only thing worse is building one.
Oh
yeah,
dear.
well, that's why I don't do it.
It was rewarding when I finally finished it.
Yeah. Don't buy it. What I've been up to? Well, first off, I have been sick with a cold these past few days, so if you find me sounding weird or sniffling or anything, that is because of that. But I have been also working so much. I haven't played too much until these past 2 weeks, since, as Cici said, Comet Hawks has kicked off, and I have been busy with events, holding riding lessons as usual, and also has been trying to do as much recording to my YouTube as usual, but this cold sort of kicked that out of the window. Yay. But the good thing with a cold is that you do a lot of leveling.
Yeah.
I actually want to quote one person from our club because I was leveling. She logged on and I said that I'm sick, and she was like, "Well, it is good that you have SSO, the best cure to everything."
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, it was amazing. So I had to quote her on that.
Yeah.
Vilma Winterworth.
Yeah.
What's her name? That's her name. Yeah.
Aw.
But yes, that is actually quite true, and that I think that sort of leads us to our main topic for this episode, which is leveling. It is something that we all do, hopefully.
Some people would probably disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
So, okay, people do it or with either yay or nay. So, but it is still something that is a big part of Star Stable Online, so we figured this is a good topic to have on our second episode. So basically, TC, why do you level your horses?
Because I have OCD and I can't stand it if they're
Dear Lord.
if they're not level 15. That would be the main reason, because it really annoys me if they're not, because they're slow, and then I don't really want to ride them if they're slow, so that's mostly why.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sort of the same, but I'm mostly doing the leveling because I want to have a reason to use them later. Or no, I level them to level 15 because I want them to be 15 so that then I can use them for like club events, recording videos with them, or Wednesday updates. I don't use any horse that is not a level 15 for those reasons. So I don't know if maybe CC you have the same. No, you don't have the same because you don't level your horses.
Well, I level, but I do it very rarely, so very little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but why do you level your horses?
Well, I mean, it just feels so sad if it just feel like you're being mean to the ones if they just at level 1 and all the ones are like fabulously in level 15 and like super fast and everything.
Apparently not that sad because you don't level them.
Well, no, I have like a club with 21 horses that's not level 15, so maybe they can shoot shows up.
Yeah, you have some stuff to do.
Yeah, I know. Gosh,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what happened. I mean, I had just one horse to level, and now I have 21. I just don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Oh well.
I woke up like this, I swear.
Yeah. Not my fault.
Oh, okay. Renee, why do you level your horses?
Well, I hate horses that's slow. So basically, I want them to become level 15 so I can feel faster.
It's a good reason.
Yeah, and I'm a completionist. I like when I do things to 100%. So when they get to level 15, I feel like I'm done with the horse, and I get anxiety if I have a horse that's below level 15 in my stable.
Yeah.
I can relate to that, actually. I never thought of it as a completionist, but yeah, I would say that's me as well.
Yeah. Well, it's good. I guess just they need to be leveled. I mean, I do know that there are some people out there that still have like all horses level 1.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, no.
It hurts. It hurts. But moving on to the next question, how do you level? And it does go into the second one too. Do you have like, how do you level? Do you have to do all the courses, or do you just do the ones that you think is fun? And we can start with Cici.
How I would level mostly when I started was that I would do every single race. I would start at 4 Penta, and I would go through Merlin, then go through Steve's, then through Silverlade, up into like Valedale, and then through Fargrove, and then I would go over like Golden Hills and go through Garleham and all that. That's how I used to do it, and I would have in the past been online every single day and trained for about 4 hours.
Oh dear.
And I used to do that every time I came back from doing uni work. And then as time went on, I thought, this isn't really practical anymore. So I did a video, I can't remember how many months ago it was now, but it was one on the 250 XP races.
Yeah.
And you can do that in about 20-30 minutes. if you do all 10 of them. So that is my set route, and that is how I level. Now, I can level in a number of different ways. I can level on my own sometimes, but most of the time I end up leveling with the club, or even just sometimes meeting people who are also training. I'm like, okay, let's just train together, because I think sometimes it's easier if you're in a group in that respect. So yeah, that's mostly how I would do it.
Yeah. And Renee?
Yeah, it's like what I was talking about me being a completionist.
Yeah.
Because once I've started leveling, I can't do like half of them. I need to do every single course that exists in the game right now, because otherwise I just can't do it. So I do every single race that's available right now, and I don't stop until I'm done doing them all.
Oh boy.
And like where I start, it all depends on where I have my home stable at the moment. And right now I have my home stable in Mistfall, so I do those first, and then I go to Firgrove, and basically go from there to Valedale, Hollowwood, St. and Steve's, and from there basically.
Okay. And Cece?
Well, yeah, I just, do whatever I feel like, and, it doesn't go that well. So, yeah, I mean, I used to be, like, being really good at it and doing all the races, being like, could sit for hours and just play, but now I rarely do all the ones. Because it just, after like 5 years of playing, it just, some of the racetracks is not that fun to do over and over again, all the time, every day, and so forth. But I just try to switch it up a little bit. So yeah, I guess I kind of do like around 5 every time I level. And then sometimes I do 20, and sometimes I just do 1. So yeah, it all depends on my mood. So
complete.
Yeah.
Okay.
The worst one here to level.
Yeah, maybe, because I try to level every day, and when I do, I always have like, my route is so weird. Like, the route I always do is Moorland Steve, Marley, Baroness Gallop race, and maybe Wineyard. Like, I have done those, and then I decide if I want to go on or not. I have to do those, and then I'm done or not. So, but I do not have this need to do all the courses.
Yeah.
As some other people here. It is fine. And actually today I actually broke my route, because I went to Golden Leaf Valley to take a picture, and as I was there I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start with Jasper, and started from there, and it felt so weird.
It does feel really weird when you go where you don't normally go.
It actually, bleh. I had to log out after that and go like, okay, I need a nap. Okay, so yeah, that is basically how we all level then, and we are all once again different. We obviously have very different needs in the game. But do any of you have like tips to our listeners on how to make leveling fun? Because I mean, for one, when I level, I need to like have a series on my second screen to have, because I feel like leveling is something that basically half the brain needs to work on, and then the rest of the brain is just bored. So I have to either have a series, or I need to like talk with a friend. That sounded so weird. I need to talk to a friend when I level. In a good way. I talk to a friend, having fun. So that is basically how I level. So whenever anyone says boring, I go like, well, put on a series and just that you sort of already seen. Because it can't be a new one, because then you go like, it's so annoying. Then you miss stuff when you level, especially if you break into a fence.
Yeah, that's true.
It has to be a series that doesn't require your attention 100%. So 50-50, basically.
Yeah.
That is my tips. Renee, do you have any tips?
I would go on the same route as you. I usually when I level, I usually try to listen to music to try and occupy myself. And I haven't had the luxury to have 2 monitors, so I haven't been able to watch a series or movie at the same time. But lately I've been trying to do that, and it works very good actually for me. Or I try to level with people, because then you can speak at the same time, and time just goes so much faster if you do it with a group of friends.
Exactly.
Like, it's insane.
Yeah, leveling with friends is like best often. You love so much.
Yes. That's my highest recommendation.
Yeah.
To do it with friends.
Yeah. Would you agree, Cici?
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, because during the summer I have been playing on and off, and it's so sad. We logged in and no one else is in. No friends and no club mates. It's just then I just do like 1 or 2 courses, and then I'm like, no, I can't deal with this.
Sounds sad.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely easier to if you have a friend to talk to, and club mates, and just go together. It just feels, it just feels better to have some friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe...
and listening to music and watching something is really good help too.
Yeah. And TC, your tips?
Well, I asked on Instagram what people
Oh yeah,
did.
I saw that.
Yeah, for leveling and that, and quite a lot of people did say about watching series in the background. Really was quite helpful. Some people were like, "Can I not just do it at all?" And then there was a lot of people who said music was a big one, or talking to a friend. While they're doing that, like I personally find it very difficult if I'm trying to train and I type. I can't really do that very well. But if I'm calling someone, it's way easier. And I would tend to train with my club, or as I said earlier, like if I run into people, because sometimes I run into people that I see quite a lot of the time, training and that, so I know they're training and I'm training, and we're like, this will be easier if there's 2 of us, so I'll do that. Occasionally I have done training streams as well, because live streaming as well when you're training can be quite good, because it makes you do it. And you know that you're going to be there at least for an hour. And get through it all. So I think how I have trained has evolved over time, and I think whenever you are training, I think it depends on the person. Like some people just like listening to music, and that's like some people can watch a second screen. I don't know if I can watch a second screen, because I think I'd run into too much stuff. I think if I was watching something I'd seen before, that wouldn't be so hard. But I think I didn't really. I don't think I'd be able to actually sit and watch something that I haven't seen already, and I know some people can do that. I'm not one of them. But I would say the most common thing I do is listen to music, and then if I'm not listening to music, I'll call somebody and do that instead. But I think it definitely helps having other people there. That's the one common denominator. Something else to occupy your attention. While you're doing that. Like, I know a lot of people who actually have said they listen to my live stream, but they're training at the same time. Because it just gets them. It's like there's somebody else there. Which I can kind of relate to. So yeah, I think my tips for people trying to train is don't be too overwhelmed, because I know sometimes like if you get a lot of horses to train, and the most I've ever had untrained was about 7 or 8.
Oh wow, that hurts.
That was painful because it happened the time of the Jorvik Wilds, the big heavy Jorvik Wilds.
Oh yeah.
Because they came out and I was so excited. I was just like a child, and I was like, I need all 3. And this was the first time I ever bought 3 of anything in one big go. There was another time that I bought 2 horses on the same day, but that wasn't really a big deal. But when I had these 3, then obviously we got new other breeds, and suddenly I found myself with 6 or 7 or something like that, horses that weren't trained, and I was like, oh gosh, how am I going to do this? So I tackled them in parts. I decided I would get every single one of them to level 10, and once I had every single one to level 10, then I would focus on each one individually and slowly get them up. So that does work. It does take time. It took me a while to do it, but I think don't try and think of it, oh, there's too much to do and I can't possibly do it. Doing the 250 races is one of the simplest, easiest, quickest ways to get through it. It really is. And and because they give you 250, it moves faster. It doesn't feel as tedious. So yeah, that's what I'd say.
Also a tip in that way, if you have a bunch of horses, is because I can sort of easily, even though I love all my horses, I can get bored, and especially if I have others, then I feel like, oh, I want to be on that horse. That have that goal to, as soon as you leveled up just one level on one horse, then change horse and go on to the next one, and so level that one up and then go back or go to another one, just so you have variations of the horses, because otherwise it gets boring. And I've heard that there are some people that sticks to one horse until that is level 15.
Oh, I can't do that.
I would get so bored.
That's usually me, but
Yeah, that's also how I do it.
My god.
we've got a split down the middle on this.
Maybe we can take like the areas, like one horse for one area and then one horse for another area.
That is another way to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's quite fun.
I can't do that.
Oh,
I can't do it either.
is your OCD going like no?
Yeah, I can't do that. It's my completionist talking. I have to make that horse level 15 before I can move on to another.
Wow. Maybe you need to talk to someone.
I maybe do.
The only reason I broke from that was because when I was faced with 7, I couldn't do it. So that's why I broke it down into stages, that they all had to get to a certain level and then move to the next one and the next one. But I never would train 2 on the same day, unless I had finished all the races and I had actually maxed that one. Then I would go on to another horse. Otherwise, would not switch.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so those were a bunch of tips to our listeners, I would say. And so I want to focus a bit on Renee, because I mean, you're our guest, and you have quite an interesting series on your YouTube channel called Horses Are Fun to Train, right? And I have actually watched it, and it is quite funny.
Yeah, it's really funny.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't really speak, you have music on, really good music, by the way. And you just run around, and as you go on, you sort of record everything that everyone sees when going on a training route. It's weird stuff, basically.
Yeah.
Or fun stuff. But I want to know, why did you sort of just decide, like, I'm gonna make a video out of this?
Oh yeah, it was back in like 2014 or something.
Oh boy.
And it all started with my white Arabian, and I think it was like I just generally was really, really bored. But I knew I had to train my horse because, again, my completionist was talking to me. So I like, what can I do to make me want to train? So I was like, well, I like making videos. So I was like, maybe I should record whilst training and see how that goes. So I, back then, I had a complete different format. I like recorded in between the races as well, because I wasn't sure of how I wanted to do the series, or even it was going to become a series at all. But I just fool around more or less, and somehow made a video in the end of the material I got and uploaded it, and it got so much attention and people loved it. So I was like, okay, I will continue doing these videos. And maybe after like 5 or 6 episodes, I realized how I wanted the format and the layout of the videos to be. And that's basically how the series was born.
And you continue to this day, since 2014. So it's been like 4 years.
Yes.
That is quite amazing.
Yeah.
That is my second question, though. Do you still find it fun?
I mean, I love making videos, even though my motivation moves up and down, and some periods you just don't feel like making any videos at all, and sometimes you create like 5 or something videos in 1 week because you have so much motivation. But yeah, I still like doing the episodes. But the only problem is that for every episode there's one more joke you've done, and you can't really do that for the next episodes because people don't find that fun anymore. And I've like seen that on my more latest episodes, that people don't find the series as fun as it used to be. But I'm just honest and telling them that I need to change it up a bit, because I can't pull the same jokes I did in like episode 10, and now it's like almost episode 40. I can't do that because then it would just become boring. So I need to change up in order to keep the series alive and fun, to say the least.
Yeah, and that is a struggle. And I mean, your videos aren't really that long. They're somewhere between 5 to 10. Some are up to 12, but most are around 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was sitting here wondering, like, okay, how long are these? Because I mean, leveling takes hours, but you do this in 5, so they are mostly just focusing on the jokes.
Yeah, that's what the whole title of the series, Training Horses is Fun, right? It's like a whole joke, because I don't find it fun. I hate training. So I put the question marks like a bit sarcastic when I decided to name the series. So yeah, I really don't like it, but I try to like flip it. So in order to make it fun for me, I try to focus on what fun things I come across in the game, be it like glitches or like fun names I see. I try to focus on that to make it fun for both me and the viewers, and more enjoyable, to say the least.
But do you record every time you train?
No, I don't.
No.
Because the fraps files become huge.
Yeah. They do.
Yeah, they become really big. But some days when I feel more like it, I try to record as much as possible, because with these things you don't know what will happen. You can't prepare for this. So you need to be ready and record almost all the time to get these kinds of moments. You can't like replay and ask like, hey, can you do that again, because I didn't record it. So I try to record as much as possible, but some days I just skip it and decide I will record more tomorrow and try and use that material instead.
Yeah, it's really interesting though. I guess it is sort of another tips to all the players out there: record when you do this and have fun. So yeah, thank you, Renee, for that. If you who listen don't know what we're talking about, go to Renee's channel, Northena, and you will find that series. It is hilarious.
Yeah,
I can tell you that.
Very good series.
It's very good series. But also, this is going out to everyone, but I want to start with Renee. Do you think there's anything that would make leveling more fun, like an update in the future?
I'm sure the team could pull off something that could make it more fun. I remember they were talking about these what's it called, abilities or skills, like small boosters or stuff like that you could use. They haven't spoken about it again yet, at least, but I think that could be a big difference, because you could use it in such different times and occasions and create so many more opportunities to train and make it more like action filled and more interesting. So I would definitely think that would be a big game changer when it comes to leveling, at least for me.
Yeah, it's good.
I hadn't heard about those. What, like, had they intended to use them for?
Yeah, right. I think that was like 4 years ago now. It's
I don't
quite
remember.
a long time since it was in an article where that used to come up before. They haven't done that now. I think it is Marcus Terrell. They do an interview with him, and it is always close to like a really huge update, like Dino Valley or something. That it circles around, that is the main topic, but they always ask him like what else is in the future, and there is when he added that they had some plans on adding abilities on like how to get your horse to get into a fast gallop right from the start. I think that was one, and then so on and on. And they also asked him about the nail polish thingies, and he was like, oh, we're working on that, we still haven't seen that. So that is some questions that we can say for the future, for our future Star Stable staff guests. I think I'm gonna write these down, because then we can get maybe some answers for that. But that is basically all we've heard. We've never seen anything. I would although say that I think maybe we have seen like a taste of it from Halloween, latest Halloween. You know how we could put effects on our horses, and I think maybe that was an idea. And
that's possible.
Maybe they changed their mind, but I don't know. I felt then that maybe this is a taste of it.
Yeah, I love those Halloween effects.
Yeah,
they're really nice.
Yeah. But yeah, so thank you. Okay, TC, do you think there is anything that would make leveling more fun, like an update in the future?
Okay.
That could be added to the game.
I would like maybe to have achievements possibly related to training. Maybe something that would add a little bit of extra motivation for people.
Yeah, more achievements than we already got.
Yeah, like I sort of feel like even if there was the option to, like, say for people who maybe are in clubs that aren't that active or whatever, if there was somewhere that you could look specifically and join up with people who are training, some kind of something like that. Or even if there was kind of like somewhere you could go to, you know the way the championships, you know, if you go here at such and such a time, there's going to be a championship. Even if it was something maybe like that, where every hour or something, if you go to a certain location, there's like a little training route, and if you follow this training route with other people or something, you get a reward at the end. Just like something like that maybe would motivate more people to train their horses. In some kind of shape or form. I mean, I think definitely something I really do want to see is if people are a higher level, that they have a boost in how much XP they gain from training their horses. I think that's something that really needs to happen, because for the people who are really high level typically have a lot of horses. Not everybody, but some.
I don't know what you mean.
There's somebody in my live stream yesterday said they 120 something horses, and like hardly any of them are max. So I was thinking, you know, for somebody like that who's maybe level 18 or up, I feel like if they had like a 30% boost on the XP they gain from races or something like that, it doesn't have to apply to player XP. That's not bothered about that, but definitely for your horses, I think there should be that. As each level goes up, you gain some of. It's kind of like your player level with your plus so much riding. If there was a plus so much percentage of XP gained from horse races, and that's like a baseline, and that goes up as you go through player levels. I think that would
then it would actually be something to look forward to in level for our characters. Because whenever someone asks me like, "Oh, you're in level 21," I go like, "Yeah, whatever." I don't care. Like, it doesn't do anything for me in the game. So that would actually make it something to look forward to than just a number.
Yeah.
And Cece, do you have any wishes?
Well, I actually got a really interesting comment on Instagram when I posted like, what are your tips for training? And one person commented that it would be cool if you could get XP from the championships.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. I was like, why not?
There are competitions. I mean, why wouldn't you gain experience from them? And
that would be really cool.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes when you train your horses are out on a route, you know, there's a championship nearby, and you know, then you can just go to that one and just to the championship, and then get some extra XP, and then go back to leveling again.
And then it would have like two sort of either you go there to win, and then you bring already a max leveled horse, or maybe you go there just with a level 5 horse, but you're not there to win. You're just there to do the race. And it's a way to train.
Yeah, and the same person also commented another great idea, to have like daily quests that aren't courses, but are like, you know, like some type of, you know, you take care of your horse, and that way the horse gain experience. It can be I don't know, like, so if you don't are that interesting in you know, running around and jumping, then it could be an alternative to that. And that is one point I think is really important, to have diversity in the courses. So I love the different new kinds of. I love the orientation, because you can just run around, and then you have the terrain, more like the jumping over fallen trees, and then you have your jumping courses in the riding hall, and you know, and the western bear racing and stuff. I really love that diversity, and I think that's important to keep adding new races, so it just keeps getting interesting. Because as a player that have been playing for many years, leveling just sadly isn't fun anymore. I used to love leveling, and I was just super crazy about it. I was that crazy girl in the club that was like always leveling before. And now I'm just complete opposite. I'm rubbish at leveling now. And that's so sad, because I used to love it and I want to love it, but it just I have no motivation. So yeah, agree with Tisa that it would be really cool if you could get some kind of boost if you have been playing for a long time, or if your lifetime or anything, yeah, that would be really good to just boost XP some more.
Yeah, I could agree with you.
Yeah.
I would just be happy with different obstacles.
Yeah, that too.
I'm just sitting here like, I want more obstacles. Like jumping through a house, or more water obstacles, or more show jumping in general.
I would love that.
Yeah, it's just more diversity, more courses that are more diversity and aren't just nature with just a fallen tree or a stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, more creativity in the obstacles. For me, that would make my life happy.
Yeah. Oh, and dressage.
Dressage. Yes, we do want dressage. Yes, please. Maybe voltige would be cool.
Oh yeah, that would be super. Oh my god, can you? Oh, our character looks so funny. Oh my god.
Oh my god, the bugs that will happen.
Yes. Well, sometimes people just standing on the horse, maybe training for it.
Maybe they're working on it. We're seeing bugs. We're seeing sneak peeks of voltige. But yeah. Do we feel sort of done with this topic, or do we have something we want to add when it comes to leveling?
Only thing I would like to say is I would love if we could build our own courses.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Yes.
Like, even if it was just a case of you have to jump so many jumps within, say you have to jump 5 to get this much XP. So if you build your course with those 5 fences, then you complete that, because I can't really apply this, but on horse we can build our own course. It's obviously it's 2D, and it increases the difficulty, and you're allowed so many obstacles, but you can pit them in whatever order you want. And I think if we could do something like that, I think that would be really awesome.
Yeah,
and
that would be cool.
I totally agree with wanting more realistic courses, like that look like Burley Horse Trials or the Olympics. Stuff like that would be amazing. I would really love that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah,
and not run on the fallen trees that really shouldn't be runnable with a horse. I love that race, but still, when I run on those, I feel like I shouldn't be here. Really shouldn't be here. But okay. Anyone else has anything to add?
Yes, we have that option with the horse trainer to buy levels per hour.
Yeah.
But I don't know if just me, but I think it's quite expensive. So I really want to, but I'm just 300 star coins for like one level. It's like
that is quite expensive.
No, but that's like when you buy from level 13 to 14. It's cheaper when it's lower level.
Yeah, but if it's low level, then what's the point? I mean, it's so
true.
easy to level up to level 10.
I've only done it once, and it was with I think it was either my original Yorkshire pony, or it was with Bob, my Shire. It was one of those two. I've never done it since, but I did do it with one of them for the very last level because I couldn't take it anymore.
Wow, that is why it's there when you can't take it anymore.
They're just insufferable.
Maybe lower the price, or maybe have that you have to at least get your horse to level 7, and then you can start buying level. Because I feel like buying the lowest one are just pointless, because
really
get to level 7, you're just after at least a day or something. You can get to level 5, I think, in one day.
No, in the first day you can get to level 7 from doing
it is
the races.
okay.
Yes.
Then I feel like it's pointless to actually buy.
Yeah.
Especially if it is expensive. Then rather turn it down for higher levels when you just can't take it anymore.
Maybe they can have when they have double star coins week, maybe they can have like 50% discount on the horse training.
I mean, the horse trainers are feeling generous this week.
Or maybe like a training camp. You could just send your horses to a boot camp. Be like, yes. Because I love the Star Stable Horses app.
Yeah.
Where you can have your cute little foal and then raise it up to a full-grown horse. And then when you get it to the game, it's already level 10. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. That is
a blessing.
Yeah, it's a blessing. I totally love it.
Yeah.
Maybe they could have like I have no idea how this works, but if they could have like an app where you could send your horses to train. So like me, if you're like have a zillion horses, it would be like you can get some help with training them. If you can just send some away on a boot camp and then you just have some at home
Leveling.
Yeah, precis. I need help, okay? I need help.
You're desperate right now.
I truly am.
Oh boy. But I think this might be a good time to just add a tiny bit of seriousness to our podcast, especially now where we're talking about leveling, because it is a huge problem with people asking to level other people's horses.
Yes.
Yeah,
just a disclaimer out there for all you guys. It is not allowed to ask to level other people's horses or to level other people's horses, because that is basically going into someone else's account, and that is against the rule. You are safety first, people. Never give out your personal information, phone number, email, password, your real name, none of that. Don't give out that.
Nope.
Seriousness over.
Yeah.
Just felt like, okay, we should add this.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and I think we're done with leveling. Are we done now?
Yeah.
Training horses, because I'm thinking we should go to our favorite update of the month and our least favorite update of the month. And TC, start with your least favorite update this month.
Okay, well, in terms of least favorite, it was actually probably the most recent one, which was the race gear and the changes to the medals. The race gear stuff, to me, just wasn't really for me. Somebody actually said the little bow on the gear, along with the polka dots, reminded them of a clown, and I actually thought, you know what? Yes, because I hate clowns. I'm scared of clowns. So, and I don't really know. I don't really know why. But
Pennywise has entered the game.
No.
So to me, the colors weren't for me. They just didn't work. And I would like to see some more dark colors, obviously purple, and maybe some different patterns and things. But I also didn't really like the 3-tone thing going on. Which I know is me being really fussy about this. I'm being really fussy about the colors. But okay, the green that was on the blue saddle did match to the bow on your outfit if you bought the whole set. But I was like, no. I did really like the jockey pants. I thought they were quite accurate looking, and I thought that the bridles were really, really nice.
They were detailed beautifully.
Yeah, but I just didn't. The whole thing together just didn't gel for me. I thought I kind of would like a little bit more diversity in this respect, and maybe some darker colors, because I thought it was just too bright. And I know the jockey outfits typically are quite bright because they need to be, but it just didn't work for me personally. I just thought there's no real. If I buy it, it's very gimmicky, and I need some reason for it. And I think it would be great if a club wanted to do a jockey type thing. I think that would be fantastic, because then they could have like a race club or a club based around racing, which I think would be really cool.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I think that in that respect it would be quite good. But I think for the moment, for me, it's just not something that I can apply to my game. Or if I did buy it, it might be for a one-off club event, which I'm not going to do, because I think it's something in the region of 700 star coins and all, which is price of a new horse. I'd rather spend on a horse. And in terms of the medals, I love that they made the medals smaller. The only thing I don't like is the fact that they took away whether it tells you have gold, silver, or bronze, because I like to see at a glance what I've got on a race, and now I can't do that. So for that was the only thing that I didn't really like there, but that was what I least liked.
Yeah, I did wonder about why they removed that, and I sort of got this. Maybe it's not true or not, but I'm thinking that there might be people that has commented and saying that they got stressed to see that they only had a bronze, and riding past that every day and feel like they couldn't get to gold, and that they would get stressed. Maybe it's not true and so on, but I was like, maybe that some people got stressed.
Like, I know that in my head when I saw it, I thought I can see why they did it. I was thinking that. I thought to myself, it's probably because some people didn't like walking past. Because I'll be honest, sometimes I do have races that I still have bronze on because I haven't bothered, because I've been training so much and I haven't been actually racing my horses. Because whenever all of my horses are trained, I race and race and race and race, I suppose. But because I've consistently the last while had horses to train, I haven't been doing that. So there has been a lot of races that I had bronze on. There was actually a couple of races that I could not get the gold on. That I know that they've changed it now because they said, I remember asking, I was like, I can't get the gold in some of these races. Nobody else has the gold. Like, how is anybody supposed to get the gold in these races? And they're like, we put it like that to see how people did, and then we're going to drop it if we don't think it's achievable. Yeah. So I was like, that's fair enough. So I can understand why they've probably changed it, because it's probably, for some people, it's like, oh, I can't get can't get this right now. And that might just be because you're a lower level, or your horse is not maxed out. Like, nobody should stress about it. Don't feel less of a person if you haven't got gold before. It doesn't mean anything. Like, I've got plenty of bronze ones at the moment. It's just I love racing, so I like to see very quickly what I've got there.
It's a good least favorite. I just got a point where I'm thinking how it is. But yeah, and then what was your favorite update?
I actually have kind of got maybe a few. I loved the new South Hoof. Like, I really loved the new South Hoof farm. It was so underplayed on the news. It was just like, we made a few tweaks to South Hoof, and then I went over and I was like, this is not a few tweaks. You know, this is gorgeous. I love it way more than Dundal Village. Like, I love Mistfall as an entire area, but to me, South Hoof Farm was just beautifully done. I know it had a couple of bugs and things that were not, like, right, but I was like, no, the whole thing overall is just really pretty, so I wasn't really, like, bothered in that respect. I was like, this actually looks really, really nice. And the other thing that I'm really, really pleased about is the fact that we now have riding pants with +5 on more than just one pair. I think that's been that has probably been the best thing of this month, actually.
So. Oh, yes. I might as well add that was my favorite. It's my favorite. It's my entire this month favorite. The 5+ pants, because I have been actually asking them, I think twice, why we had jeans with just +5, the black jeans, and I think I done it twice over these past years. I don't know when but they never answered me. Like, they never answered. It just stayed quiet, and now. It's like, now we have 250 pence with +5. I was like, oh, yes! Finally! Thank you. You don't even have to answer me anymore. I'm happy now. But yeah. And I guess my least favorite, though, and it feels hard and horrible to say this, because this is my thing, but it is the Trackener. It was my least favorite update of this month, and it's not really that I don't like the breed. It's just that I think I had too high of expectations on it. Like, I thought that we would get something similar to the Hanoverian, Lusitania, with all those gates, and then I got it, and it is very pretty and all, but the trot and the walk and just some of the stuff that I felt like really.
I would agree with you, because I love the look of them. They do pull some really derpy faces, but I find that endearing. So
they're just goofy and adorable.
Yeah, so it doesn't really bother me. But they're very refined looking. They're beautiful. Yeah. But when they go to move, I'll be honest, I'm not so keen on it. The trot to me is just not fully there. There's a couple of the gates that just need a bit more work, in my opinion. Yeah.
It's like we're back with the Arabian thoroughbred that they updated, where we were like, oh my god, it's a wow, wait, can just stand still. So I'm sort of hoping for it to get just a tiny bit of an update. Yes, it's okay, just fix that trot and I will be happy. Yeah. Then I will love it, like really love it, because I did love all of the updates this month. And when I had to pick a least favorite, I felt like, okay, the Trackener, that update did put me down a tiny bit. I'm not saying it's horrible, but I just had other expectations of it. Yeah. So that was mine. How about you, Renee? What was your least favorite update?
My least favorite. Okay. For those of you who don't know, I am a big fantasy fan. I adore the main story so much in this game. I absolutely love it. But yeah, I see this game as a very Viking-ish epic fantasy horse game, riding from horseback.
Yeah.
So my least favorite update was when the Cloud Kingdom came back, because for me that is very My Little Pony stylish thing, and I don't feel like it belongs in SSO. I don't see the need of it.
Okay.
I mean, some might find this harsh, but that's what I think. And I think I went up and did that quest to find all of her 7 missing items, and then I haven't been up there again because I don't really like it.
I guess I have to agree with you because I only go up there when club members say like, let's go there. I'm like, yeah, okay. But if I'm on my own, I go up there because I don't feel the need.
Yeah,
I go
exactly.
there. I go up for the race XP, and you see when it first arrived, I hated the race, and like because I like racing, I was like, I hate this race. I couldn't do it. And then I think 2 or 3 days before it left, I thought, I'm going to do this. I'm going to record me doing this, and I'm going to get the top score. I am determined.
Wow.
So I ran it about 50 times, and I cut out all the fails until I got the top score, because I was like, and you see now, because I can do it, I like it. But I only go up to collect my XP from the Golden Cloud and to do the Rainbow Race. I haven't done a high score race on it since it's come back yet. I'm probably going to wait until it's near the end to do it because I'm determined to beat my original high score. But I can kind of see what you mean. It's very different to the rest, and I can understand you not liking it in that respect. So yeah.
And in a way, I do like the character. What's her name?
Micah.
Micah. I do like her. She is quite interesting. I like that she has a relationship with Nick. And I did like the story, but I was like, when it returned, I would like to have continue the story and not just have a cloud kingdom. That is not really a kingdom either. It's just a cloud.
It's just
big cloud. It's just a big cloud that we can walk on with rainbows and so on. So maybe I would have liked it more if we got to continue that story and not just it being a weird but pretty place. It is a pretty place. It is very well done.
Yeah, it is.
But I don't see the point. I agree. I don't see the point.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite then?
My favorite, I would have to agree with both you, Rose, and TC about the South Hoof and the 5+ pants. That has to be my favorite updates this month.
What did you most like about South Hoof?
I just like the overall design that Mistfall has. It just feels like so fresh, I guess, compared to the old design of the game. And to see it being added to South Hoof, it was, to be honest, pretty pale in comparison to what it is now. And it's a very well-deserved update, to say the least. And when I got there for the first time, I was like, wait, this is like an entire village now. This is not just a farm, it's a village. So no, I really liked it. I think it looks great now.
Yeah, it's so pretty. I love the chicken that peeks out from the hen house.
The one thing that I sort of really hits me about it is it's now it feels like a place, whereas before it was more just an area. But it now actually feels like it actually has a purpose far more than it did before.
Oh. Lovely. And Cece, what was your least favorite update this month?
Well, I thought long and hard about it. And this this might be an unpopular opinion, but I was sad to see Yosiva go. I really liked her.
Okay.
I don't know. She's really cute and happy and like. So, yeah, I don't know. I just like the songs and style and everything.
Her song was pretty catchy. I have to agree.
Yeah. And she was so cute whenever you walked into it. She was like, hi!
Yeah.
I used to scream back, like, stop shouting at me! Every single
you look so amazing!
Yeah!
It's quite cute, though.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Well, I honestly couldn't really come up with anything else.
No.
Really.
So your least favorite was that she left.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I do maybe also agree on that with the Cloud Kingdom, that I would also have seen like maybe a bit more quests with it. You know, maybe
Yeah.
a little continuation.
Mm,
We have some sneak peeks in like the books that lie around with the.
yeah.
Place.
Yeah.
They are quite interesting. But yeah, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
It would have been spiced it up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To give it more of a reason.
Yeah.
And your favorite?
Well, I'm a very clumsy person, so I really appreciate the rearing when you crash with your horse.
Oh, yeah.
I totally forgot about that. Yes, that was another good thing.
It has really helped me when training my horses, because I love to chat when I play. I'm a very talky person. And I just can't really type and write. So I just crash all the time. And now I don't have to redo the races as much. Because I can quickly, crash and then like, boom, I'm on my way again. So
it was a good
app. I've definitely seen like a significant improvement with that, because especially with New Hillcrest race, that is a real fantastic race for failing. And the other one being Morgana's race in Gold Spurs. That's another one. And I've actually had the same kind of accidents as I would normally have on those races, but have not failed it because the horse doesn't rear. So yeah, definitely. That's another one.
The drama
really
queens are gone.
I also love the pants. I am a really colorful person, and I love having crazy colorful outfits. And it has just been breaking my heart to have my beautiful, colorful outfit and then have some black jeans.
Oh boy!
It hurt my soul. I really hated that. So I'm so happy I can have purple pants with +5. I'm so happy. It's just awesome. I love purple.
Okay, I felt like I should take cover now because she's pissed off. She was pissed off before.
It's not my color. It just isn't. It just I don't know. I like
it's okay
except black.
It's okay. It's okay to not like black. Weird person. How dare I?
I also really love the Cloud Kingdom because
it's a love and hate relationship.
I love everything fluffy and cute, so maybe that's just my style. I love rainbows and sparkles and colors. And it's cute. Just jump among the clouds and just fly with your Pegasus wings. I love it.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
Oh, yeah. So that was our favorite and least favorite updates. It's been a good month, I have to say. In general. Not many epic updates, but good updates that needed to be done, basically.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it's kind of been more like they have improved certain things or updated wee things.
Yeah.
It's sort of more been like that, really, than anything brand new. But
Exactly. So that's nice. We don't complain about that. But then again, we are on the segment of our monthly wish, and we did go a bit crazy in our first episode, going with a lot of wishes. So I have put down a rule that we can only say a maximum of 2 wishes. One, hopefully, but a maximum a maximum 2. So let's start with TC. 2 wishes. Only 2.
Yeah.
I think I'll go with relating it to some of the stuff that we've had this month. I think maybe like to see more expansion on South Hoof soon, which I know we should get. I would like us to have more like a race course there.
Oh yes.
You know, because I know we have the 2 hermit races, but I'd like a course that actually, the perfect place actually to have a massive cross-country course is South Hoof, because it's a huge area. So that would be my big one for that. I think they should have like an Olympics style length of cross-country course with big brand new fences the whole way around South Hoof.
Where they're like creative with them, like thin, big, long, everything.
Treat it like that.
Yeah.
I want something like that. I think that would be really, really neat.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So yeah, that would be my one big one, I think. Because I wanted to relate it to what we've had this month. Because otherwise I'll go off on a tangent.
Oh boy. Okay, so you hear that, Star Stable? Better more thing. Okay, and Renee, what is your monthly wish? Well, just wish.
Should I say 1 or 2?
You can say 2.
My monthly wish, it's one of the things, going back to that subject, that I love the story in this game and everything. What I've been wishing for years is that our character will start using her magic, like from wielding it from her hands, more or less. That's what I want to see, because I'm a fantasy crazy person, so, so I really want to see that. And my second one would be to, when it comes to the lore in this game, like we've seen in the Cloud Kingdom and from the latest main story quests, that we can open up books and read stuff in them. I would love to see them actually remodeling the castle a bit, so we could go inside and like read all kinds of books about all kinds of lore and stuff from the game inside. I think that would be really cool.
We have the journal we have, but tons of books.
Yeah, more or less. I would spend hours inside of the castle in that case.
That would be rather nice, actually. To have
I would never leave. This is my house.
Where's Renee? I think I know. Oh, that would be a really, I wouldn't mind that. That would be cool to go in there and just read.
I think it would also be really good because if you think of the people who haven't played a lot of the old games, because I've only played through to episode 3. I still have episode 4 to do for the channel, but I didn't know all of the backstory. And I think especially for people that don't know that, I think that would be a fantastic idea to open that up for them, because not everybody can get their hands on a lot of these games, because some of them are only released in certain countries, so I think that would be really good.
Or the book.
Some history books.
So yeah, that would be cool. And Cici, what's your monthly wishes?
Well, I will stick to the topic too. I mentioned it briefly before. Dressage. That would be so cool to see Star Stable's take on it, because dressage, it's a bit tricky to implement in horse games. To make it like cool and fun and stuff.
And pretty.
Yeah, totally. So I have been wishing for dressage since I started playing. So I know it's tricky to come up with a way with it, but my hope is that when Anne comes back, is that she brings dressage with her. Because she is the dressage queen. I mean, would she really be like, oh, Jorvik has no dressage? Well, okay, so I'm like, no, she would be like, no, you need dressage.
Yes,
you need it. I will
discipline.
Yes, you cannot be Jorvik without dressage, you know. So yeah, I would love to see dressage and just more diversion in the courses and stuff, you know. And maybe more Western courses too.
That would be
you
cool.
know. I love the barrel race and what is it called in English? The slalom. The pole bending. Pole bending. Yes. That's really fun. So more Western, because they have some interesting courses, you know, with pleasure riding and trail riding and stuff like that. That would be really cool. Or maybe if you could like make it to a daily / training course when you know, the cows around Barley and Steve's. You know, maybe they have been like, haha, we will escape. And then
herding.
And then you herd them back, you know.
That would be cool to herd them or help Landon herd his sheep. That would be cool.
Call like cattle riding. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
something
not
like
that
that.
good at Western, but I would like to be. So I would like to see more Western in the game.
I see what you.
Cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
In relation, just to you see the dressage you're talking about, you know what you were saying about making it look good.
Yeah.
I think if they could implement it, that you could, you would do your course of your dressage,
Yeah.
your routine, and on the keyboard I would have certain buttons leading to certain movements at certain points.
Yeah.
But that you could play a replay of you doing that course, and then you could swivel the camera whatever way you wanted. Because that would be really good if you wanted to take video of you having done your test without having to have the look
cool.
from behind like you are with most other races. I think that would be cool.
That would be really cool.
Yeah,
oh,
that would be cool.
Also, if they add the Sarge, it would be so cool if, with the canter and the gallop in the game, you can have slow canter and then you can have full speed gallop. I would love if they have that for the other gates. Like, you can have like a really
extended
walk,
trot.
You can have like a little bit faster walk, then you can have like a walk that's almost trot, and then you can have slow trot and collected trot, and then lengthened trot, and
Would be cool.
So cool.
I would think it would be more cool to see them actually be able to implement that.
Yeah, I would love
because
that.
I'm like, oh jeez, that's a lot of buttons.
Yeah, it would be really fun for events and stuff too. That would be so cool to be,
Yeah, I wouldn't say no to that. I mean, more riding lessons for me.
I would love that. Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind that either. At least I would like them being able to walk sort of sideways, like in trot and walk. If you only press down like Q or E, that they would walk sort of sideways. I don't know what it's called, but it's not forward.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like diagonally.
Yes, exactly. Diagonally. To be able to walk, at least walk and trot. It doesn't have to be canter, because I think that would be a bit difficult since they can't even change canter. So far, anyway. So that would be cool. But my monthly wish is more me being. I don't have big wishes in my life, but I would like more nose bands. Because I felt like ever since Star Stable started, we've had the exact same bridles since. And so I would like to see more nose bands with more, just because there are so many options in real life, and we only had that.
Yeah.
So and to see how they're actually getting better and better in making gear and so on, I feel like they could get to it to make more nose bands.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah. So that would be my wish. I don't have. I'm saving my wishes for future episodes. And I think we're actually getting close to ending this. Yeah. Or does anyone else want to add something about anything?
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Same.
Great. I'm thinking just to remind people who are listening. We will, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and we will take them up in the next episode. And also, since we are doing this once a month, I can imagine that you feel like, oh, it's so boring that we have to wait so long. You can find us all on like YouTube, Instagram, or blog, depending on where what language you have. But you can find all of our social media platforms in the description down below. So other than that, thank you, Renee, for joining us. It was a pleasure having you.
Oh, it was really fun coming and talk with you guys.
Yay!
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Would you say that it was fun being a guest?
Oh yeah,
Here?
Absolutely.
Yay!
It was really fun.
Awesome.
Then we can have more guests that will find it fun. I think actually we have decided on the next topic for our next episode. Should we actually say what it would be? Because we do know the guest has said yes.
Okay.
Yeah, our next episode will be about horses, and our guest will be Lisa from Star Stable. So I would advise you to not miss that episode, because that will be a lot of fun if you love Star Stable horses as much as I do. And we all do, basically, but I love it more. So that will be our next episode, and I'm already so excited for it. But that will be until next time. So yeah, basically until next time, people, stay awesome as always. and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you all for listening. Bye.